Welcome to the public AI Café today. Our speaker is Maurizio Montagnuolo, a senior research engineer working at the R&D Department of the Italian public broadcaster RAI. With his talk, AI in Vision, High Quality Video Production and Content Automation. So, hi Maurizio, great you're here. Hi,
hello.
Great.
Hi.
And here's Emma, yes, she's my assistant. Basically, Emma and me are co-moderators and the cafe managers. We are from Grassroots Arts and we are part of this research project AI for Media. Also, Maurizio is part. So we are all partners. Please take notice that the session will be recorded. No confidential information shall be shared in this cafe session. In this cafe, the speakers express their personal view and opinions. This is not necessarily the official AI for Media project opinion. So I see people entering to our cafe. Great that you are here, all these participants coming today and curious what's going on. What is the cafe about? It is an online forum to gain insight into the European AI scene. Participants get the chance to share knowledge and experiences and meet stakeholders from various areas of AI research and applications. So, and as we are so happy that you're coming today, please send us during the presentation your questions, or after the presentation, I will read them to the speaker, to Maurizio, and he will try to answer your questions. We really love to get them because then it makes it more interactive and it would be super. Use this menu on the right side on your screen. There you can write text messages under questions. So just send it to us and it will be very nice. I will now introduce shortly Maurizio. Maurizio Montagnuolo is a senior research engineer working at the R&D Department of the Italian broadcaster RAI. He graduated in Telecommunications Engineering and holds a Ph.D. in Business and Management. His interests are mostly addressed in the context of multimedia data mining and artificial intelligence, fields in which he counts several publications in international journals and conferences. He has been working on several EC-funded projects in digital archiving, automated metadata extraction, and cloud technologies. So very interesting, and we are very happy to have you here today, Maurizio. And now we will hand over you the moderation so you can soon start with your show. We have to wait one moment because I have to make you the moderator, and now it should slowly work. Yes, we already see your presentation. Yes, in full screen mode. Perfect.
Okay, so thank you very much first, Carmen, for your invitation. I'm very happy to be here and tell what we are doing in this very exciting project, and also for your introduction to me. So today I'm going to tell you our work, so the work Ryan is doing within the AI for Media project, and in particular the use case that we are developing within the project. The title of the presentation is also the name of the use case. So AI in Vision, high quality video production and content automation. This means that, as we will see during the presentation, most of the content that we treat and we process deals with the video modality. So, for example, videos from the archives. But we'll see that we are also taking into account other media modalities like text, for example. And the title means high quality video production. So how can we produce high quality content in both terms, in the visual point of view, so better quality, better size of the content that is produced, but also from the point of view of the quality of what is produced, what is written, what is broadcasted and shared with the public and with the audience. And also content automation, which means trying to understand and study and apply the AI technology in order to reduce the time needed to produce this high quality content, and also help the editorials to produce in a quicker way what they want to share with the public. So let me first give you a brief introduction about the use case, and let me start with who we are. RAI is the Italian public broadcaster. We have production centers in 4 cities in Italy, so in Milan, in Naples, in Rome, and in Turin. And we also have a widespread presence across all the regions of Italy. So we have premises in all the main cities within each region, in order to give a global presence of the company to the Italian public. The Center for Research, Technological Innovation and Experimentation, which is the R&D Department, is located in Turin. And our goal is supporting the company in understanding, studying, developing, experimenting technology in all the fields of the broadcasting, from the production to the archiving to the transmission and so on. In this slide, you see a brief timeline of the main topics along the years related to the artificial intelligence and studies we have done or we are doing here at RAI CRITS. You see that we start in several years in advance. Our studies cover all the modalities related to a multimedia content, from text to audio and to video, of course. And today we are going to go in deeper detail about the work within the AI for Media project. AI for Media, which I think many of you know. It's a 4-year EU-funded project. It started in 2020, so we are approaching the end of the project next year. The consortium is made of 30 leading partners in the areas of artificial intelligence and media. Within the project, there are 7 use cases that are aimed to demonstrate how AI can be employed in industry, in particular with respect to the media sector. And RAI is leading one of the use cases, as I said, entitled AI in Vision, High Quality Video Production and Content Automation. and also Rai is working on the technical work packages in order to understand and develop new deep models related to the broadcasting area. So let's now go in deeper detail of the use case. So let's see how we modeled and how we are implementing our use case. Let's start from an assumption. The starting point is the concept of event. An event can be one unexpected event or a planned event. What is an event? An event is something that happens somewhere at some time in the world, and that needs to be told to the public. So, for example, an event could be a music festival, or an event could be, for example, an earthquake or some other things that need to be shown and told. From the business perspective, we can see that there are three tasks that are involved in the broadcasting and in the telling of the story related to the event. The first task is the management of the event. So as soon as the event happens, the broadcaster needs to deliver in a very short time content about the event, because the public wants to be updated shortly about what is happening. In this case, we can consider several data sources that are involved in the management of the event, and also several tasks, subtasks that can be start from this event. For example, verifying the input content, in particular if the event is unexpected. The first data sources could be, for example, the open data or social networks data. So we need to verify that the content can be useful to tell the story that we want to share with the public. But also if the content is ours, so for example, content from the archive, we need to verify that the content has enough quality to be broadcasted. So we need to check that it achieves the quality, the minimum quality needed to be shared with the public. The second task is the environment investigation, which means giving the opportunity to tell how the event impacted with the environment. For example, in the case of an earthquake, how was the environment before the earthquake, and how the environment is during the earthquake? And in this case, again, the archives have a great value, because through the archives, it is possible, for example, share different views of a place before and after the event. The last task is the historical reporting, which means being able to relate the current event with past events. And in this case, for example, news streams from the past, or open data series about measures about the environment in the past, or again, the archives have a great potential to fulfill this task. So in order to understand how to describe the three tasks that I have told before, we had an approach inspired by the agile methodology, and this was the approach that all the use cases within AI for Media had in preparing and in defining their use case. At the top level, there are the features. Features are the top level business goals that we want to achieve. In our case, for example, the historical reporting. And how could we describe this task? I could say, for example, as a journalist or a program producer or an archivist, I want to exploit data about past events that are related to the present one in order to produce more complete and comprehensive content to enhance my storytelling. Then at the middle, there are the epics that are convey smaller strategic plans. And in this case, we have, for example, the exploitation of the archives, the exploitation of new sources, or the exploitation of the open data. And we could describe, for example, the archive exploitation epic in the terms of, as a journalist, again, program producer or archivist, I want to exploit the archived assets through efficient annotation and retrieval processes so that I can enrich the program production with relevant historical content. So I want to exploit the vast amount of content that I have in my archives in order to enrich the story that I am telling. Yeah, the last point, at the bottom, there are the user stories, which are the smaller units that we allow a user to complete a task or a goal in their business. In this case, we have, for example, person identification in video, name identity recognition, etc. And in the case of the person identification, a description could be, as a journalist, program producer, or archivist, I want to identify the people in the video so that I can search and retrieve content based on this information. So starting from this very high-level description of the use case, we went to a more technical perspective of the use case. Again, we can see that we have a bottom-up approach on a three-layer hierarchy. At the top, from left to right, we have the business areas. We have three business areas related to the content, and in particular, the content access, the content production, and the content monitoring. Then we have applications domains, which relate to each of the three business areas. So regarding the content access, which means being able to find and retrieve smarter and quickly the content in the archives, but also on other data sources like the internet or news fields, etc. And in this case, we have tasks related to the language and text processing, content summarization, content annotation, indexing, and search. Then we have the content production. So once I have found the content that I need to tell my story, I want to produce the content, which means being able to create new content or being able to transform the content that I have in a better way. So for example, transforming a piece of text in a video or augmenting the quality of the video that I have found as example in the archives. In this case, the application examples of the applications domains are the audio video quality enhancement, 3D virtual content production, and among others. The last point is the content monitoring. So finally, when I've delivered my content through the digital terrestrial television or through the OTT platforms, I want to get the feedback about the impact that my content had on the public. And so in this case, I want to be able to perform, for example, verification of the content that has been delivered, or analyzing the reactions that the content had on social media platforms. At the lowest layer, there are the functionalities, which are AI functionalities that allow to realize, to implement the applications domains. In this case, for example, the landmark recognition, name identity recognition, person identification in video, speech transcriptions, etc. So these are just some examples. Some of them we will see later how we implemented in the use case. So, given to the implementation of this technical perspective, within the AI for Media project, there are three releases. So 3 iterations of the demonstrators. In the first release, we implemented the visual indexing and search functionality and the TV personality identification in video. And these tools were provided by the partner CNR and RAI. In the second release, we demonstrated the usage of landmark recognition, so being able to identify the places, monuments, and other things within the video. And this was provided by the partner CEA. We also demonstrated the multilingual name identity recognition within international news feeds. So being able to identify names of persons, places, and locations within texts. And this was provided by the partner Fraunhofer through the AI on demand platform tools. And the last functionality that was released in the second iteration is the video super resolution provided by the University of Florence. So being able to upscale a low resolution video to higher resolution, so better qualities of the video. So once we have built the demonstrator, we went to a phase of validating the built functionalities. Again, this is an iterative process following the releases within the project. So we had the first release validation, we are in the second release validation, and we will have a third release validation. So more tools are coming. What we did so far in order to validate the work, we first validated the definition of the business perspective of the use case. For doing this, we set up some surveys made to experts working in the media industry. They were from different EU countries and also from RAI's professionals. They're also accounting for most of them, ranges from management to technical and editorial profiles in order to cover as much as possible all the profiles involved in the media production workflows, from the management to the editorial, to journalists, etc. You see here the business area of the involved people. About half of them are from broadcasters, but we have also ICTs, organizations, media providers, newspapers, magazines, press agencies, etc. We asked the respondents to highlight which are the major problems and the challenges that they are encountering during their daily activities, and also which is, in their opinion, the level of applicability, maturity, and usefulness of introducing AI in those activities. So, talking about the problems, we can see that we identified 3 main points from the results of the survey. The first one is related to the processes and the workflows. And in particular, the respondents said that they think there is a lack of metadata integration and media information along the value chain. More important, there is a lack of common terminology to define the problems. So also the definition of metadata is sometimes different between one organization to another. And more technically, the way in which the metadata are represented from one organization to another can be different. So this is, of course, is a barrier, is an issue. If we want to provide exchanges of knowledge, exchanges of information within different organizations, and sometimes also within the same organization. A last point regarding the process in the workflows is that it's very difficult to define KPIs and business indicators of the success of the introduction of the AI in the workflows. The second point is related to the resources and budgets. It's very difficult to implement the transition between current systems and next generation systems because of legal issues, because the workflows, the processes are consolidated along the years and decades, and so it's difficult to change the way in which we think, the way in which we operate, and also practically to introduce these innovations in the processing workflows. Also because there is a high expectation and a quick expectation to what regard the return of the investments. So we don't want to wait much in order to see the improvements given by the introduction of these tools. And also there is a great data overload and time consuming due to the adaptation of the tools to the current workflows. The last thing is about the awareness and fears. There is sometimes a lack of the understanding of the potential of AI. There is some scary about the complexity of the pipelines and the software developments or the optimization of the deep networks. They are seen as black boxes with few possibility of interaction, modification, etc. So this is one issue. And going to the usability of the open source solutions, there is the problem that many people want to know which is the stability, which is the usability, the reliability of these solutions into the operational environment. Then we asked the respondents to express their opinion regarding the importance and the impact of AI within the media workflows. We measured these things in a 5-point rating scale from strongly disagree to strongly agree. We see that almost all of the respondents think that media companies should focus on AI, despite the issues and the problems that we have discussed before. In any case, AI is viewed having a great potential for media companies. They also think that the benefits outweigh the risks in introducing these tools within the media workflows. And they think that the introduction of these tools would impact the time in performing the tasks rather than reducing the costs. And also they think that they would improve the quality of the final product that is deliverable to the public. Then we asked which are the main functionalities that they think will better benefit from the introduction of these AI tools. We see that 4 out of top 5 are related to the content access and to the content production, which means mainly related to archives. So almost all of the respondents said that the archives are a good starting point, a good beneficiary of the introduction of these tools. And you see here from this chart that there is a big room for improvement with respect to the current tools. So here we have the importance of one tool with respect to the current efficiency. We see that most of them are considered very important, and the current tools are considered with having not so high efficiency. So there is a big room, big space in order to introduce AI to perform in a better way these functionalities. We also asked something about the trustworthy employing these tools. We see that many of our respondents think that the main issues are related to the legal compliance. So, for example, legislations and privacy, GDPR rules related to the usage of these tools, and also to the privacy protection. So, for example, being sure that personal and sensitive information in the datasets that are used for training the algorithms are safe and other things like this. Then going to the validation of the technical aspects. This slide refers to the first release, so relates to the functionalities of visual search, so being able to search within the archives by visual examples or by text, so putting a phrase describing what we want to search and finding the related content, and related to the person annotation, so being able to identify the TV personalities within the broadcasted streams. We performed a questionnaire within RI employees. Most of them their role are from program editors, but we had also journalists, documentalists, marketing analysts, and other roles. We asked the respondents to give their opinion about the usability, about the tools that we demonstrated to them, and we collected the feedback using some demonstration sessions, open discussions with the respondents, and also through a questionnaire. This slide summarizes the results for the two tools. 30% is the minimum grade of satisfaction related to the usage and to the introduction of these tools in the workflow of the program and of the editorial workflows. We see that in both cases, this threshold was greatly overtaken, which means that they found very interesting these tools. They found them very useful. They gave some useful feedback regarding the new functionalities or improvements that they would like to see. The top requested for the two tools are summarized here. So, for example, for the visual indexing and search, they would like to have more integration of all the functionalities provider in order to maximize the search results. While for the person annotation, they would like to be able to cross-reference the information related to the identification of the persons with other information, like, for example, the speech transcriptions or the voice identification. So in order to be able to see who is appearing when and when is or she is speaking within the content. So I'm reaching the conclusions. To sum up, we provided a quality of investigation of how the introduction of AI is perceived by the practitioners working in the media sector at various professional levels. We have seen that AI is talked as having a great potential to offer, to support the media value chain, to support the media production, to support the media workflows. There is a great expectation in this tool, because respondents think that they would increase the efficiency in terms of time reduction and quality improvement of the content that is processed and produced. We collected a very positive feedbacks from the first release of the demonstrators, and we got great feedback regarding new improvements related to these tools. As a final message, I would like to stress the fact that we have seen that AI has a great potential, is very useful, but we need to take into account a very strict balance between several aspects. So we have to take into account the human aspects, the artistic aspects, the trustworthiness, the intellectual property, etc. And only in this way we will able to have AI tools that satisfactorily will support the media workflows. And also, maybe the main point is that human work should always remain central. And that's conclude the presentation. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. It was very interesting presentation now, and also into the use case of AI for media, our project. And I have a question. How you think we can get more public service media using artificial intelligence?
Yes, very, very good question, Carmen. Thank you. Yeah, we have seen that AI could be very useful in order to approach and to perform the tasks along all the media value chain, starting from the production to the delivery, and also to the finding the content. I mean, in this way, PSMs are able to produce better content with better quality in terms of visual quality, so 4K, for example, but also being able to better identify the right content that can be used, that can be delivered to the public. So I think these are the main points. So AI could help in producing the content and also in scraping the content. And I mean, being able to find the content, being able to filtering the content. This is very important, because we can't use everything we want for several reasons. So this is very important. So I think that AI could help in the media organizations in order to give a greater value to the public. And this is the mission of the PSMs.
Yes, thank you. I want to encourage everybody to send us questions, because that's really nice to have all kind of different people asking questions, so it's more colorful. Emma, do you have a question?
Yes, 1 second. I actually have a question about a slide. There was, I forgot the name from the slide, but this was about like what people think about AI, and there was one thing was set time. It's like no. Wait, yes. On the one before.
This one?
Yes, this
Yeah.
one. On the right, it says time.
Yeah.
What do you like? Does it mean more time? Takes more time, less time? What do you mean by that?
Yes. So this means being able to treat the content quickly. So, which means being able to find in a quicker way the content that they want to use. For example, the journalists want to be able to find, to filter among the several contents that they have. Think, for example, they are pushed with a lot of information from press agencies, and they want to filter in a quicker way the content, but also being able to produce the content in a quicker way. So being able to find in their archives. So having the opportunity to use AI to enrich the set of metadata that are available for a given content. So in this case, the metadata are produced in a better way, are more complete, and so they allow the user to find again quicker along the archives. And so this is the meaning of time here.
So 37% thinks it goes faster to find something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So this would allow them to perform faster the job that they are doing now, but in a faster way.
And quality and cost?
Quality is related to the final quality of the product, so the content that is produced, and cost relates to the to the actual cost of the production. I mean, using AI will the cost decrease or increase or stay at the same level? So this is the idea. So do I need to? Can I perform in a quicker way? So costs should be lower, but maybe this means that I have to learn something new. So this is a balance between all these aspects. And so at the end, the production of the content, which is the actual cost of the production. So this is the meaning.
Okay, I have also another question.
Yes.
You had on the slides that one problem is the lack of understanding of AI. You have a suggestion, recommendation, how to increase lack of understanding?
Yes, I would suggest a better and a deeper talking between the technology providers and the final users. I mean, we are at the R&D department, so we are able to understand more or less both. But I know that in some cases, the final users are, let me say, scared about the technology. So sometimes it's difficult to us fully understanding all the potentials of a given technology. So I think that there should be more more collaboration between the technical providers and the final users in order to teach them about the potentialities, about also the limitations, because sometimes they are not so clear. So I think it will be very important to perform such road.
Yes, there could be even a new professional role, no? The AI moderator, translator, consultant who can be between the users and technology. So
yes, sometimes it's difficult to, as you said, translate from the technical language to the user language, and also different users use different languages to express their needs. So sometimes it's difficult to put all together and in order to understand everything.
yes, yes. And Emma, you want another?
Yes, I can ask another one. 1 second. What would you say are your lessons learned in the AI for Media project now?
Yeah. I will say a lot. I will say a lot because from the technical point of view, I'm really appreciating all the great effort that is provided by the technical partners. So from the technical perspective, is a huge amount of work, and it's very interesting to have a look, to understand, to have deeper information about that. From the social, let me say, point of view, it was also a very exciting. It is a very exciting experience because the consortium is very large. So different point of views, different ideas. Not only technical perspectives, but also legal, organizational, etc. So yeah, for me, I'm talking about me. It's a very exciting project and experience, as I said.
Cool.
Yes. Now, just curious, as you are the use case leader, right? You said there were identified in one of your slides. You said there were identified 59 AI functionalities, and now in the second release, you already have implemented 5 from different partners.
Yes.
So the first question on this is, are you the integrator? Are you integrating this to a demonstrator, or is there no integration? Who's the integrator?
You mean the 5 in the second release, or the other one? Yeah. So yeah, let me. Okay. So I don't know if you are still seeing my screen.
Yes. Yes, okay. For sure. The implementation of technical perspective, the slide.
Okay. So yeah, I can give one by one. The first one, the visual indexing and search, is provided by CNR, and this is a tool with its graphical interface. It was an interesting study because we used content from our archives. We indexed it, we installed in our premises and indexed it and used the system for search in this content. So this is one of the approaches that we had. The person annotation is a tool that we develop by ourselves, and yeah, this is integrated in the RAI production workflow. So we have this tool integrated in our workflows. For the others, for example, the name identity recognition provided by Fraunhofer, we integrated it with the concept book, which is the RAI system that our journalists use to search information in the, for example, press agency streams. So we created in collaboration with a partner a methodology to take the information from our system, push to the name identity recognizer, and get back the feedback and update the information within our system. So we used an hybrid approach, let me say, because they are very different tools,
yes,
with different goals. So in some cases, there is just a command line batch command. Also because this is the real need. I mean, in the case of upscaling a video, the main goal is taking a set of files and put them in the processing and get back the output, which is an upscaled video. So this could be a batch process. In other cases, we need a GUI, so a graphical interface, or just an exchange of data, so an implementation in which one system talks with another in order to exchange data. So we use different approaches according to the goal of one particular tool, not just a single approach used for everyone.
Okay, understand. Right. And just a very simple question: if I would like to use them, is something of this available for other people who are listening to this show? Is it on the AI for Media platform, or is it in GitHub, or is it on the AI European platform?
Yeah, so for example, the name identity recognizer is on the AI on demand platform. So I'm not really sure about the others tools, but yeah.
Just an example. For example, if you go on this AI on demand platform, there are several. No? You can get there, not everything, but there are some. Okay, good. We are coming to the end of the show. This goes always super quick. It was a very interesting cafe again, because Maurizio was great. Thank you. And also thank you for all the participants out there. And please join again next time. And it's of course that this recording of this cafe, as always, will first go to the speaker, to Maurizio. And if he says it's okay, then we will publish it again on the AI for Media platform and in the YouTube channel as always. So thank you, and I wish you all a nice afternoon, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.